Mic check, mic check. So tonight, I guess I'm the captain because our subject matter today is a little out of Coach's wheelhouse tonight. So it's your girl Nisha Michelet. We got Coach Nita in the house,
aka side bitch.
Not side bitch, and it's your boy Caleb Rashad.
All right,
they are too cool for school for me. Let's go.
Okay, listen.
I'm
we no, you just gonna have to keep up because we have to talk about it.
Oh Jesus!
Come on.
So there's just so many rap beefs going on.
It's a whole lot of going on.
Yeah, the block is hot with the rap beefs, and I feel like it's been going on all this year. It kind of started out with the girlies. We had like Nicki and Megan. Mm-hmm. We had Lotto and Ice Spice.
Never knew. I don't even know who an Ice or a Lotto is.
Oh my god!
Y'all not. Is that the one that looks like Raggedy Ann? No disrespect.
The one with the red hair.
Yeah,
the red fro.
Remember Raggedy Ann?
But red bust down because now she like wears it down
like
sometimes.
Orphan Annie. That's what I meant. She looked like Annie to me. I'm starting beef. My bad. Lotto was
right. She about to start beef.
I'm just trying to be
Ice
cool.
Spice, we love you.
Yes, you not even the fault. Okay. Anyway,
but yeah, there's been a lot of drama going on within the music industry.
Within the music industry, and seemingly kind of random.
Yeah.
With the fellas, I feel
boys.
like Kendrick Lamar kicked it off.
I heard about that.
In the
now
like
I know.
that verse.
Yeah, it was Metro Boomin, Future, and Kendrick Lamar.
Where he addressed J. Cole and Drake in his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I was very caught off guard by that. I didn't
even know there was beef like between the boys.
I know there's been like off and on with like a lot of heavy hitters, like the Drakes, the Kanyes. Like I feel like they have like off and on ongoing stuff all the time that maybe we don't even know about.
Yeah, it's always like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
it seems so sketch to me.
Right. It's seemingly random. And to your point, I feel like it is like giving distract. I'm like, are y'all trying to like distract us from something? Because it's just a lot going on. Like, so Coach is on Aaron on the side that is probably clickbait. A lot of it is just like very clickbait.
I felt like there was something else. Like, I'm hearing it from my cool co-pilots and my squad. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, what are they trying to distract us from?
Right.
Maybe that's just the 40-something in me, or just...
I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
What's really going on?
I feel like in the age of social media, you see that all the time where it's like something is going on in the media, hot and heavy, and then you have that one quote-unquote conspiracy theorist talking about like this is actually what's going on and here and here and here, what's going on with Palestine, what's going on with this, what's going on with that. So it's just like I feel like there's some truth to that. Like this is quote-unquote a distraction from bigger things that are going on.
I think it's that, and I think it's just them being performative, getting their numbers up, getting views, getting that interaction that they need.
Right in a wave. I mean, it's rap beef at the end of the day. So,
like you said, clickbait.
Both J. Cole and Drake have since responded. J. Cole responded first. Drake took a little time to respond. Even Kanye has now thrown his hat in the ring randomly.
What?
Yeah, it was very random.
He said, I'm going to make a remix.
Yeah, he just hopped on Justin LaBoy.
I have to step my game up because I'm just like...
No, it's a lot going on. It's, it's happening every which way. But what stuck out to me about this particular beef, because we're going to get into another one, but in this particular beef, J. Cole actually took the time to apologize to Kendrick Lamar at his show, just basically stating that it didn't feel right in his spirit, like his response.
Now, if you take yourself back to the 90s and we had the East Coast and West Coast, did you ever see Snoop be like,
no,
I apologize,
My
East
bad,
Coast? What did he say when he got on that stage?
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
I forgot. He said something to the effect of like, come to death row or something like that.
Right, but he wasn't like, giving honor to God who's ahead of my life. I think his personality now and who he is.
J. Cole definitely did sound like that.
Right. I'm just like.
But if you think, okay, so let's talk about like personality wise, because I feel like J. Cole is, especially even with his music, because remember that he just released that song.
Yeah.
That all my life. He's trying to be more, I think he's trying to have a more positive image and more positive rhetoric in general.
Ain't that what Christian rap is for?
Oh.
I mean, no shade. I feel like if you're gonna go there, you might as well just go be one of.
No, but so J. Cole is very like take the high road type.
Peace, serenity,
peace,
solitude,
harmony.
But he could also body.
So for him to, I mean, yeah.
He could.
Because that album, I don't know the name of it, but that's what got me through 2018. That album was so cold to me.
With Cold World, which one?
I think, girl,
KOD.
What she said, that one. I just know that that was one of the hottest albums I had heard in a while. But I guess with hearing y'all talking about it, it's just kind of like have we even, like, maybe because y'all, I'm old fashioned now. Like, have we ever taken the time to like uplift each other? Like, it just feel like it's just a lot of,
and I think that's what,
like.
I think that's what J. Cole was trying to do.
Yeah, but
it's
a
very controversial.
Body somebody and be like, okay,
he didn't. But okay, so
did he body him?
It's very controversial, and here's why.
Body.
It's controversial because one, people feel like it's rap beef, and you just need to see it through. There ain't no apologizing in rap beef.
Yeah, like once you drop something, there's no taking it back.
Yeah,
like
and
of course, like you said, like back in the day. Now we have streaming, so it's not like we can. Back in the day, you could just put something out and then take it away. Like no, it's out there.
Right.
Even now, like he took it away off streaming platforms, but you can still listen to it. But
yeah,
still,
wherever.
It's like you got to stand on business. Like you said what you said. Like at the end of the day, like. But
yes, you are.
Amanda is in the back. Hold on, Amanda is in the background talking.
But he knew the level that it could go to.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Anything, right? When you get into an argument with somebody, you need to stop before your actions.
Salute.
Thank you.
Cash a check.
Right.
Pay for it, right?
True.
I guess
and
for
we've
me,
all seen where that can go. You spoke to
Yeah.
the East Coast, West Coast. We've all seen the terrible things that can happen as a result of just these things getting out of hand because the fans get involved and it becomes, bigger. It becomes bigger than the beef. It becomes, just
But
too,
have y'all
too big
ever
to
sat
manage.
down and really thought about it? Like, hypothetically, hear me out. What if they're all in cahoots together?
Yeah, I think that all the time.
To like up their sales, or they may have like a concert coming up.
I think
like,
that all the time. Sure, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
That's just the way my brain works.
Yeah,
it's all about the money.
I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't put it because
Right.
everybody is, everybody's pockets is getting fatter as a result. So I wouldn't put it past any of that. On the other hand, with the J. Cole situation, there are people who think that was really big of him to do that. He didn't have to do that. And plus, too, there are also people who just think that he ultimately lost anyway. They were saying that the things that he was saying in his rap were just simply not true. He was coming for, Kendrick's talent, but that's just kind of undeniable. So there's a lot of mixed reviews on his reasoning for doing it, whether he should have did it or not. I personally,
that's why I'm like, you should still on business.
I understand.
But I understand what you was trying to do.
I understand how people
some
feel.
months later, and you're like, you know what? But I feel like it was like
it was soon after
24 hours later, and I was just like, well, that was lame. Like it probably took you 2 weeks to come up with this.
2 weeks? You think so?
2 weeks.
Hypothetically, right? And then the next moment,
the comments are gonna be
like,
fiery hot.
Right, and then the next breath, you're like, I don't think I should have said that. I'm God didn't put that on your brain when you was spitting it and writing it.
Right.
I mean,
it is, but I mean, we ain't trying to do it for clickbait or selling tickets. Salute.
Here is Amanda in the background, you guys.
Amanda in the background.
Salute.
Excuse me. I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say they smash it, right? Cool, they cool. But people, like she said in the comments, people will go up to other people that they don't even know just because you said something about Beyonce that will kick your butt.
There will be no Beyonce slander around me.
Very
so
true. Very true.
Facts.
I can see that.
I lean on the side that I think it was big. He didn't have to do that. I feel like it takes a big person to get in front of a crowd of people and just be like, yo, that was super whack of me. So you know what I'm gonna do instead? Who in here thinks that Kendrick Lamar is one of the GOATs? Like he didn't have to do that. And he was like, and if it comes to it, like you get a free shot. Like, and I gotta take that on the chin. I think that's big of him to do that.
I think if we had more of that, not even just in the 90s, because I don't know a lot of these younger, newer rappers. I feel so crazy saying that, but we've lost a lot of these youngsters, even though some who've never really been able to like make a name for themselves. And so when you think
and
about
also
it,
violence too.
Yeah,
so
violence.
you think about it, I think to your point, to your perspective, it is a good way of leading by example.
Yes.
Right. I also think too that I don't know. I just kind of feel like, what really do y'all want us not to know? Not to be like a conspiracy theorist, but
I feel like
I'm
that's just always a possibility that exists in the
because it was
realm
like
of
back to back to
possibilities.
back to back to
No,
back
it is.
to back.
Yeah,
No, it's still
literally
currently
It's
is
still
back to
going?
back.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
there's like other people that's beefing, coming out with
Again,
diss tracks
who's
every day.
next? MC
Like who's
Hammer?
next?
okay. So next
MC
we
Hammer
have
and Vanilla Ice.
no.
Like, who's
Next we have Chris Brown, who
Chris
isn't
Brown.
technically even a rapper, and we have Quavo. They are allegedly now having a rap beef over female problems, women problems. Which is crazy because, and it's another one that seemingly just kind of came out of nowhere. Chris Brown drops this fire bomb of a diss track, and there were just a lot of lines crossed that were just kind of uncomfortable for
Tell
me
some
personally.
that you think were crossed.
I just feel like, speaking on the dead, not that he spoke ill of the dead, but to wish death on someone. And then the hypocrisy in his comments in regards to domestic violence is like I kind of I have to cringe when I hear that because I'm just like, whoa, like you of all people saying that is kind of crazy. But again,
really have
it
the
goes
space.
back to rap beat, like a lot of people, a vast
They
majority
think a lot of
people across
subjects
the
just
board,
are-
rap beef is just rap beef, and there is no line. There
It's
is
whatever.
it's whatever. It's no holds bar, and we saw that earlier in the year with Megan and Nikki. You know what I mean? She's
Hitting
talking
below that
about the
belt.
Tory. Nikki's talking about the Tory Lanez situation. Megan could have died, but you get up on your good foot. You know what I mean?
They
So
are
it's
so
like,
cool because I didn't even know. I was like, don't they have a song together?
did they? I
Yeah,
think
they had
did.
Hot
They
Girl
did.
Summer.
No.
Hot Girl Summer.
But I mean, that's a very common Nikki thing. She had a song with Cardi, and now they don't like each other. So it's like,
Well, where have I been?
You didn't know that?
No.
The whole
I am
Nikki
not viewers,
Wow.
I am not joking to you. I look cool, but I am not that cool where I know like stuff. And this is like brand new to me.
Oh wow!
But it's also one of those things where I feel good because there's an intergenerational cohesion that's happening, even though. You would think I noticed, like, yeah, and then whoopty whoop.
Even though she has no idea what we're talking about.
have no idea, but it makes me
Clueless.
feel good because I look at it from, y'all know me, I'm a bookworm. I look at it from a mental health, and I just go, it sounds like I hear a lot of projection. It sounds like
yes.
I hear a lot of
That's
like,
another thing too. It's just like seeing
God
the
bless you.
sensitivity.
a lot of also antagonizing behaviors.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I use the Megan Nikki situation, and I'm talking about like what line is too far.
Like someone's trauma. Like,
yeah,
come on.
exactly. Megan took a shot at Nikki's husband and the whole pedophile situation, and then she came back with the Tory Lanez. Nikki came back with the Tory Lanez situation, and I feel like with Megan, it was like her whole song coming out was more like a reclamation. She had been through a traumatic thing, and she kind of just came out guns blazing, like fuck everybody, like I'ma just come out and do my thing.
She
and
did not name drop.
Do it well. She did not name drop. But she was clever and she was witty in her lyrics, and but also like left a little bit of mystery, but we all knew who she was talking about.
Right.
And it clearly struck a nerve with Nikki. That was giving triggered. Like it obviously triggered something.
Let me not say nothing for the Barbs. Slay me.
Listen, I'm just keeping a buck. It was giving trigger, and I mean, but who wouldn't be though? I feel like I feel like we see a lot of these people. What we're seeing is people's heightened emotions playing out in the public eye.
But you're also seeing too that it don't matter how much money you make, is that your traumatic experience is traumatizing, and you would think that money would cause a little bit more to have class or preservation about yourself.
Honestly, the more money you make or the more money you have, the less people like care about the things that you go through.
That they say.
They're like, oh, you should be happy.
well,
you have
you're
money.
rich.
Like you're good. You're set.
You're rich. You're successful. Your life's perfect. So what? Who
One
cares?
thing I did read wasn't, y'all help me with this, was that I think, don't laugh at me, Amanda, but Drake was trying to come at Rick Ross like, that's why your mansion is small.
Oh my
or
gosh.
Like
Oh yeah.
I was like this.
Yeah, because I
We don't
guess
care about
all
that.
You have?
so. I guess like Rick Ross did hop in it at one point, and yeah, they're going like back and forth over like who has the bigger mansion or the bigger like car. Like
Y'all can donate that. You see this right here? Write
and
a
then
check.
they just become unrelatable. Like the
Right,
vast
like,
majority of people are not going to be able to relate to, you know. So you lost them. You lost them at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because
So,
we don't care about $1 million beef.
Right. Right.
We don't
I
care,
care about $1
who
million
lost.
checks being cashed and clearing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're also seeing too, if all of these, y'all know I'm gonna go deep. If all of these multimillionaires put all their dollars together, how much impact that they could make. So if your words have this much power, if your words have this much impact, imagine what your tangible dollars would do. Mm-hmm. You could take those dollars and build studios in lower socioeconomical communities.
But ain't nobody trying to do that.
Underserved communities where you can bring up and coming artists, you can bring up and coming lyricists, and to teach them, you know, dialect, or to teach them ways how to become, you know, writers, rappers, or lyricists.
But everybody, like this generation, everybody wants to be a gatekeeper and all for themselves. So it's like
That's what I think is really unfortunate about this whole thing, is that imagine if they took all of them together. Take all of their assets together, put them together, just one little $1 million bag, just one, and just take it to a community where they could bring up and coming writers. I mean, you guys are into the music industry. Imagine what they could do to boost you guys' career. But they'd rather sit here and have this drama. I think about what's her name?
they rather
The
sit and
Tory
argue
Lanez
about
girl?
who's the big three.
Megan, I think about her. Isn't she a college graduate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a smart girl.
You know what I'm saying? Like creating some scholarships or something like that. But we'd rather go back and forth, or promoting to make sure that black girls or black women have therapeutic support based off of trauma. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just reading it and I'm like, I'm listening to y'all and I'm like, so what is the whole point?
Yeah.
Like, what's going to be the outcome of this?
Ooh, you know, be a good idea.
I'm nervous.
If all of the rap beef niggas, I'm sorry. if J. Cole, Kendrick, Future, and them, they come together, and like you do what you were saying, come together with this like scholarship and call it the Big Three Scholarship.
The Big Three. You can still have you can have your drama, you can have your beef, but imagine the impact that they could have on communities.
But ain't nobody.
Yeah.
But who's to say that they are?
Who's to say that they're not?
I feel like Megan has definitely.
But I
given
feel
back.
like-
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No,
I feel like all of that is a
wanna-
show too. I feel like them just saying, "Oh yeah, I did this. I do this for people." Like that's all for show too. They don't really care. I don't think so.
True.
I don't
you're
think
right.
so.
You're right. We
I don't think
we
so.
don't know. But wouldn't that? I would rather see that go viral than saying, "Did y'all see the beef with so
But
and
that's
so?"
that's not what that's not what trends. The beef is what's gonna trend.
Yeah, the beef is what
for
trends.
sure.
Yeah.
At the end, every time, yeah,
That's
the
what's
more,
gonna get
I
the
guess more,
views,
quote,
that's what's
unquote,
gonna get the
negative-
follows.
Negative thing is gonna be what's gonna trend. I'm just what I say is like how far is too far, because I feel like a lot of general consensus is that, you know, it's a rap beef and that's just that, anything goes and you see it through. But just based on history, we don't want history repeating itself. So what do we do to be better than that? I just feel like it didn't have to necessarily come down to, you know, hypocrisy and just, you know, wishing death on others. Like, I just don't find that funny. Or
Yeah, that's a little much.
That was a little dark.
yeah.
I also think, y'all know the therapist in me, I also think that this is a good way to have communication with your kids. Not that these is my kids, but to have that dialect to where you can get to know their world, you know? We didn't have, like in the soul music, Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, like, was it like Al Green versus...
She said Al Green. She said that's not her era.
Y'all don't laugh at me. love and happiness. What you say, bitch? I'm just thinking like
Okay.
I just think that it's.
What are you talking about?
I'm throwing in the towel. I also think too that this is a great way to interact. Parents, if you're watching this, is to interact with your kids, for them to become a part of their world, to see what's going on, and not to be judgmental. Even if you're completely lost, like I am, this is a great opportunity for them to teach you, to be a very teachable moment, to where you can kind of figure out what's happening in the world. Because sometimes we hear the music, and sometimes seasoned saints turn their nose up. And they go, I can't believe Kayla is listening to this. But at the same time,
turn that devil music off.
Turn that devil music off. But I also think, too, that this is a great way to connect generations, to connect cultures. Don't be laughing at me. To connect people together. But we forget that music is healing.
Yeah.
And we still want to have a healer's mentality, but I know we still got healers and heathens.
Healers and heathens.
2 snaps for them. I can't tell y'all what side to be on, because we've all been healers and heathens, minus Charlie. He's just a healer. He's not a heathen. Caleb, Rashad, give us some takeaways.
Um,
Because I don't even know what to take away from this besides go home and go on social media and figure out
I
what's
would
happening.
say not to like dwell into the social media beefs, because
I can see that.
that's like feeding into negativity. If you like, follow it too much, and it's like, yeah, I can only take so much of that. So to protect my energy and my space and my mental healthness.
Your what space?
My mental health.
Oh, they said your GMI. Y'all, I'm here.
My GMI.
What's your takeaway?
I think that in today's society that a lot of negativity has a tendency to be sensationalized, but I don't want us to get desensitized from, the bigger picture. I don't want us to get so desensitized to the negativity that we lose our empathy, we lose our compassion. Some lines just aren't meant to be crossed. So at the end of the day, don't allow yourself to fall susceptible to, the desensitization of, just your empathy, your compassion, all the things that make you, human, all the things that, make you able to have humanity.
My takeaway is to go on social media and figure out what's happening. So the next time we come back, I could be like, girl, yeah, glow.
Oh my God.
I can feel cool.
Cuban on Cuban.
What? I love her accent.
Cuban
though.
on Cuban.
But
you like her music?
I love her music.
Her music.
Yeah, I gotta
love it.
stop. I love her
like her as a
though.
person.
I love Glow.
I love her.
I love Glow.
I love her down.
You know her real name is Hallelujah.
I love it. I love
That's
that
crazy.
too. But I also think too, the takeaway will be is let's not take these people's journey and personalize them.
Yeah.
And get so caught up into the moment because sometimes it can distract you from like reading a good book or going for a little walk. But then again, I do want to go home. I'm about to be texting y'all in the group chat like, girl, did you see? And by that time, they'd be like, Coach, that's late.
Yes, you're
You're
late.
You're a week late.
We're caught up.
We are caught up. I had to let Nisha open up the floor today, y'all, because when I heard rap beef, I was thinking Biggie and Tupac.
Oh my God.
I promise you.
Decades.
How long ago was that?
Rest in peace. I don't know. Again, I'm your captain. Y'all do your homework, do your research, and figure out what's going on in the world. So that way, when you get back to work, you won't be the oldest thing out there and you don't know what's happening. And I'm out.